A planned expansion of the Texas Tech University system has been put on hold. We'll have the details coming up.
Hospitality Services pulled out all the stops last week with their 4th annual chili cook-off. Find out who took home the top prize.
And the Texas Tech baseball team is off to a hot start following a successful home series. We'll have a rundown of the scores and highlights in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Alma Bustamante.
And I'm Medina. Last year, the Texas Tech University system took the first steps towards the creation of a new veterinary school. But with state officials looking to cut budgets, the project is now officially on hold.
That's right, Brandon. On Friday, the Board of Regents discussed the future of the new program. Part of the discussion included whether or not to pursue funding for the new vet school, which would be located in Amarillo. With the Texas legislature's recent hiring freeze and calls for agencies to prepare for budget cuts, the board decided that funding would not be pursued during the legislative session. That puts the project on hold for 2 years until state senators and representatives meet again in 2019. Regent Vice Chairman Tim Lancaster made the motion to delay efforts, stating, "I move that the board adopt the following resolution. Because of limited budget funds available and because of the need to emphasize other funding priorities, it shall be the policy of the Board of Regents of the Texas Tech University system that the system shall not further pursue funding by the 85th legislature of the School of Veterinary Medicine." With the veterinary school out of the picture, Tech will instead work towards convincing the state to continue line item and formula funding the university was already planning on for the upcoming fiscal year. Currently, the state Senate is debating that funding, which could reduce or remove up to $66 million from the university's budget.
If you've noticed a few more people on campus the last few weeks, it's not your imagination, it's Red Raider orientation. Throughout the spring semester, university holds several RRO sessions for high school seniors and transfer students who will be calling Tech home this summer or next fall. Along with touring the campus, meeting with advisors, and learning about student organizations, the Office of Transition and Engagement also holds a resource fair in the sub. The event gives incoming students a one-stop shop experience for getting all the additional details in order. Although RRO is more common during the spring, the session ramps up over the summer as thousands of students attend orientation before the beginning of fall.
With February nearing its end, it also marks the last 2 days of Black History Month. Before it's over, you can make a trip across campus to see a special exhibit honoring famous African Americans in American history. The Southwest Collection is currently housing a display of U.S. postage stamps from the Black Heritage Stamp Series. This series features famous politicians, scientists, artists, musicians, and actors, and more.
We have Barbara Jordan and Marian Anderson and Martin Luther King, of course. And it's always fun to see. We have Otis Redding. It's always fun to see and learn about a new postage stamp that I didn't know anything about before. And so it's a very colorful exhibit.
The Southwest Collections exhibit includes 19 different stamps dating back to the first edition of the series in 1978. If you would like to see the exhibit in person, you can stop by the SWC between now and tomorrow. The building is open until 5 p.m. tonight, and tomorrow you can stop by between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Texas Tech's Hospitality Services is known for serving up thousands of meals to students across campus.
That's true, Brandon. But last Tuesday, chefs and cooks from the various dining halls met up in the Red Raiders Ballroom for a special competition. MCTV's Nick Hay has a scoop on this tasty tradition.
The 4th annual Hospitality Services annual chili cook-off, and really what it represents is a way for hospitality services as a university department to get representation from all of our units across campus. So it's a good way to kind of promote healthy competition with our different culinarians and cooks and chefs across the department, and kind of brings them together one day out of the year to kind of brag and see who has the best chili.
We were in the office, me and the chef and a couple other people talking about what we might do. Somebody came up with the idea of doing something from Louisiana style, and we came up with a Bayou chili, and we used some of the ingredients you might find in gumbo, and along with some wahi peppers. Turned out really, really good.
It's really been a fun event from the standpoint. It gives us an opportunity to get together. We do 2 judging categories. We have a guest panel of judges, and they vote on based off of creativity and flavor and just the way the chili looks. And then the other way is that we actually have a people's choice vote. So everybody that gets to come into the event gets to sample each of the team's chilies, and then you cast a vote and then get a bowl from your favorite chili. So it's a really unique way to just kind of change things up as far as dining goes here at Texas Tech.
We feel really excited. We've never really won before in our chili contest, but our other assistant manager, Paul, came up with the recipe. We have 2 different kinds of beans in it, ground beef, bacon, and then a secret ingredient. So I guess that secret ingredient like sort us to win, you know? So we're really excited and happy to bring home the ladle back to Sam's West.
This is just another example of how hospitality services as part of Texas Tech kind of comes together to change things up and really help everyone feed their inner Red Raider.
The Lubbock area has been a little cool over the last few days following last Thursday's dust storm. Highs on Saturday and Sunday reached just over 60 degrees, and continued winds made for even colder conditions overnight.
Yeah, Alma, last night we fell below freezing and it felt a lot cooler than that. Luckily, we should see a couple days of warmer temperatures, but not much change in the wind. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV Memorial Circle Cam is showing some dust in the distance as winds have kicked up again today. We've seen wind speeds as high as 30 miles per hour with gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. Overnight, these winds will die down a bit, but gusty conditions will continue. Tomorrow, we'll see a continuation of the winds with speeds possibly getting up to 40 miles per hour. Winds gusts will also increase to as high as 50 miles per hour. Temperatures will stay in the mid-70s with mostly sunny skies, but the gusty conditions will make it feel cooler, especially as cold front moves in on Tuesday night. On Wednesday, temperatures will be noticeably cooler as high temperatures will only make it into the upper 50s. Luckily, the wind should be much calmer with speeds expected around 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will also fill the sky, and it should stick around the rest of the week. On Thursday, temperatures will head back up into the mid-60s, and winds will again be calm, making for a nice mild day. Looking ahead, even warmer temperatures will make for a nice day or a nice end of the week, but a return of gusty conditions will be just around the corner.
The Red Raider baseball team is off to a great start after sweeping the Cal Golden Bears over the weekend. On Friday, Tech kicked off a 4-game series against Golden Bears with a 4-2 win at Danlaw Field. The Red Raider would continue their winning ways on Saturday with a doubleheader. Tech nearly pitched a shutout with a 5-1 victory in the early game and just squeaked by with a 3-2 win in the nightcap. Then on Sunday, the Red Raiders' bat really opened up as Tech finished the series with 11 runs. Sunday's win marked the first time Tech has swept a 4-game series since 2015. Tomorrow, the Red Raider will start at home as they welcome the New Mexico Lobos to town. First pitch is scheduled for 2 p.m. at Danlaw Field at Rip Griffin Park. The game is the last tune-up before Tech heads to Houston for the Shriners Hospitals for Children's College Classic this weekend.
As baseball is heating up across campus, the Red Raider basketball team is winding down as they near the end of conference play. On Wednesday, Tech will face off against Texas at the United Supermarkets Arena in their second-to-last regular season game. Tech lost earlier this month to the Longhorns in Austin, and the team is looking for redemption and a win to break their current 3-game losing streak. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. with television coverage on ESPN2. And tonight, plan on stopping by the USA for the Lady Raiders' last game of the regular season. Tech will host TCU at 7 p.m. The game will be the last home appearance for the Lady Raiders seniors, so come out and cheer the team on a victory.
Sports aren't the only thing happening on Tech campus this week. You can also help commemorate the last day of Black History Month during a special event. Let's take a look at the MCTV events calendar. Tomorrow afternoon, the Honors College is hosting What Does a Dream Mean in 2017 in the Sub Escondido Theater. The event will kick off with a screening of Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream speech and will be followed with a panel discussion regarding the state of race relations in 2017. Audience members are encouraged to interact with the panelists to help guide the discussion. Tomorrow's event starts at 3 p.m. and it's free and open to the Tech community.
The School of Music continues their packed spring schedule by highlighting a well-known wind instrument. The saxophone studio recital is scheduled for Wednesday night at 8 p.m. in the Hemley Recital Hall. Students of Professor David Dees will be performing work specifically written for the instrument. 2 quartets and the TTU Saxophone Ensemble will be in performance, along with solos by teaching assistant Ben Steele. The saxophone studio recital is free and open to the public.
And on Thursday, take a few minutes and make a difference in a needy child's life. The Tech Activities Board is hosting 6 minutes of service, Ronald McDonald's House, starting at 10 a.m. outside Copy Mill in the sub. The activity will give students a chance to create special crafts that will be given to hospitalized kids who call the Ronald McDonald House home. Participants are asked to give 6 minutes of their day as they pass through the sub. Thursday's event is open and free to the tech community.
So Alma, are you planning on attending any sporting events this week?
I'm actually planning on going to the basketball game on Wednesday.
Alrighty, sounds good. I will see you there. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you on Thursday.